Today we are talking about the shipping calculator. Uh, this is a third-party system which holds business logic to ship and pack and estimate the virtual currency, the virtual money going to be paid by the customers. So this is nearly equal to the rate which you're going to pay while creating a shipment. So let's take a look how this work and how the site works on it. So I'll take you to the run how we have integrated on our website on the product page so that the user can beforehand know how much would be the shipment cost. Basically, we integrated this third-party system so that user come to know that at what price he will going to get shipped. So we have a link out here on the product page called ShippingEstimator. When we click on ShippingEstimator, it gives us the shipping option, that is the auction ink shipping. We have a control on the label to change the auction ink shipping as well. So basically auction ink shipping works on a couple of parameters. We already have presets which we configured in auction ink. So based on that, we will going to get the price from third-party system. So let's say I am going to ship it to New Jersey with, let's say, 12 quantity of this product, and I try to get a quote. It sends the information to auction ink. Auction ink holds the business logic and it calculates on the pickup rates. So this is the amount. We have a couple of options out there in auction ink. We are using only FedEx for now, and this is the rate which we going to incur if we need some shipment to get it shipped overnight, 2 days delivery. So how it is controlled? Let's take a look how it is controlled. It is controlled by two different admins. One is a Magento admin where we have the product configuration, weight, height, and different parameters, the box sizes. Every product should have a minimum quantity to complete the box sizes, because the box sizes sent by the company itself should be fixed in order to fix the quantity. So it's merely depend upon the vendor himself that how we want to go about it. So let's take an example of a test product which I have created here. This is test product for the shipping, and we will open the test product from here using the URL. So this is the test product which we have created to test out the different rates in different scenarios. We use the ShippingEstimator out here, and let's see what are the values which are actually getting passed the auction ink. We have a separate tab here called the shipping calculator, and where we define the length, width, and height of the box which going to be shipped to the customer. So we keep it as, it's an inch. Okay, so let's keep it like 10 inch by 10 inch by 10 inch. The maximum cap allowed by FedEx is 20 by 20 by 20, and the maximum weight which is allowed is 150 lbs for one package of shipment. So we have a couple of more options around here. Calculation method would be a carrier rates. As we know that we are not charging a fixed fees, we need an estimator to give us the charges, so we are using the carrier rates out here. And with this separately, so if we say together, so probably one complete package, if it's more than 150 lbs, it should be packed together. But yes, it doesn't work in the way because we need a separate packages out here more than a 150 lbs. Also, talking about the insurable is we are not doing any insurance on this. There are a couple of more origin code, supplement item handling. That's a complex FedEx setting. So you can, if you understand FedEx properly, so you can configure them as per your need. So we have a very important option around here. It's a FedEx Express Saver, where we can only choose what FedEx shipments, or what kind of FedEx allowed shipment types which we want on the shipping estimator. Okay, so we are good here. So we just save. And we are done. So now we are talking about the actual calculation mechanism, what's going on inside and behind the hoods. We have a paid account out here for the shipping calculator. I would like to log in and show you that how actually it works. So this is the URL and these are the username and passwords. We just log in and here we are. Now moving towards different areas, we have features, plugins, Shopcart, API, pricing, control center, and help desk. So we already done a couple of things out here to configure auction inc and how it is gonna be used by this. So we are pretty much set over here, but I'll take you through the possible features which you can change on the fly to get different settings over the website. So to start with, I will like to go on the seller information, where in the seller information we have a preset of the address of the place where we are using as a origin to pick up the package. You might find the rates different than what you get on the FedEx, because the FedEx actual site, fedex.com, gives you the retail rates, and that is actually a probably a time estimation of a pickup. Here, what with this particular thing, what we are doing is actually it would be a pickup date and the pickup time for the same day, not the anticipated day of pickup. So pretty much, it can be different from what you see on the FedEx actual site, but more or less, what price you get on the website is same price you're going to pay at the time of creation of shipment. Depends upon the day you are creating a shipment. Those might change. So you can configure it in case if you want to change the pickup location, you need to change the postal code around here. Along with that, we have a couple of more settings out here, like carrier services, charges. You can see this is pretty much explanatory, that what are the buyer options, what he wants to do. If you want to enable the customer pickup and want to give a fees to it, you can give it. If you want to enable the local delivery, If you want to add extra charges for the handling fees, you can have it over here. So the total amount you get to see on the website would be a total of all those fees plus surcharges plus handling fees plus insurance fees. Whatever configuration you do it here, you will get to see over there. So we are much concerned about the FedEx out here. We go on the FedEx tab, and here we are. So the entry point is a regular pickup. We have a couple of different pickups which you can choose: business service center, request courier, but we are more or less interested in regular pickup. Account rates, flat rates, insurance thresholds, insurance provided. Since we are actually keeping it 0, so we are not liable of providing insurance. There are different rates on the third-party insurance too, which you can configure if you have any tie-ups. Here is the main thing: the services and the charges. So you can relate the website with the shipping types here. So whatever options you choose over here, you need to configure out there. So it is pretty much understood that for 2 days delivery, we can keep some miscellaneous charges. Yes, of course, if is there any business logic, or if you're charging anything, you can. Flat fees, you can charge directly, or maybe in the percentage. Yes, the cap package weight is $20 for the 150 lbps, and it has to be 150 lbps. That is the maximum. Or maybe you can set up like 100, 70, 10 according to your own needs. But we kept it maximum, so because we want to see that what exactly happens when we send our package more than 150 lbps. The max box dimensions, you can set it out here. It comes by default, that is 20, 20, 20. That is the maximum FedEx offers you to package, the 20 by 20 by 20 inch box. And here we goes. Yeah, so it can be express saver, first overnight. You can configure whatever rates you want with them. It also supports your international services too. So the configuration is pretty much standard. What you see, what you get. Yes, exactly. There is one more important thing which you need to keep in mind, that each box has its own weight. So you can configure the weight too out here. I bet. So to configure, my bad. So to configure, you have a separate link where we have a packaging weight out here, this option under the settings, where we can check the packaging weight and we can define what would be the packaging weight. Maybe the cardboard box might have a different weight. If you are trying packaging into some wooden boxes, that might have a different weight. So we have a range out here for any shipment or any quantity which is falls under the range of 15 to 20 lbps. You have weight of 2 lbps of the box. So just always keep in mind, only the product weight would not determine the shipping estimator. This extra lbs, this extra weight should be added before calculating to it. So let's say, for an example, so if you're sending a package of 100 lbs, and so it'll fall into 30 to 50 lbs of the item weight, or one quantity item weight, so it should fall into the 3 packaging weight. So likewise, you can configure as maximum as you can, or maybe 30 to 150. I might want to keep as 5 lbps, or maybe like 5 lbps. For that you can save from here, and that's how you can configure it. You can update it from here. In my case, I will trying to send the lower and higher numbers both, so that is sufficient for me. This is the presets which I'm using right now. These are two important screens.